Brooke, when we go back to when you started playing golf, I believe you were just 3 years old.
Yeah, I was. I was really young. My dad put both my sister and I into the game of golf, and my sister's 6 years older than I, so I was always, kind of chasing after her, trying to follow in her footsteps. And every weekend I'd watch her win tournaments, and I'd find a stick in the bush and try and mimic her swing as I was walking along. And, I watched her, like I said, win tournaments, be on Canada's national team, travel around the world with them, and it was a life that I really wanted to live as well. And I think having something to look forward to and watching her do it, kind of gave me that extra motivation.
Yeah, and she gave you your first set of clubs. I believe they were hers.
Yeah. My first clubs were her hand-me-downs, and I used them until I was 13, so they worked pretty well.
Yeah. Now, I'm wondering if that's not where you grip down the club that comes from, or because that's a real characteristic of your game.
Yeah, for sure. I've done that since I was young, but I just feel way more comfortable like that. I feel I hit it a little bit more accurate, and probably not as far as some of the other girls, just because that inch or two makes a big difference. But I feel more comfortable and feel like I can hit closer shots that way.
Yeah, and you also were an ice hockey player when you were younger. So you're incredibly strong. Tell us your favourite team as well. Is it the Ottawa Senators?
Yeah,
you still follow them?
Yeah. We live pretty close to Ottawa, so we follow them pretty closely. And I'm looking forward to going to a couple games this winter when I get back home. But I love hockey. It was a lot of fun to play, and I definitely learned a lot about myself. And it definitely, in my golf swing, you can see some of the characteristics transfer over, which is really cool. And I love watching it on TV and when I get back home.
Yeah. Now, it's interesting that your parents are not with you over this Asian swing. They're just leaving it to you and Brittany. Do you guys get on FaceTime in the evening and have a bit of a chat? Obviously, they can follow you by watching you on TV. Are they tempted to come out?
They wake up in the middle of the night and they're watching the television broadcasts or online scoring. They're always cheering for us, even though they're 12-hour time difference away. And Dad's our coach, so we definitely are in contact with him all the time, discussing even course strategy from afar. And we like to keep in touch with them as much as we can, but it's a little more difficult just being so far away.
Yeah. And lastly, you're on the golf course together. Brittany's your caddy. Is she ever wrong? Do you ever tell her off? Because, as a sister, you can be pretty honest with each other.
Yeah, for sure. The good thing about our relationship is we are very honest and open with each other. So, a bad shot, we can discuss pretty freely about it, or a bad decision, which I think is part of the reason why we're such a good team, is because we're very open and we know when each other make a mistake, and we try and learn from it and move on.
Okay, well, it's been lovely talking to you. All the very best this week. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.